Once again, so reading Hammond's new book. Let's talk about it. Love her idea of pedagogy of compliance. She talks about this as a pervasive mental model. So it's not just like how we do things, but it's how we think about students as well, right? If we intrinsically think that students are not motivated to learn, or particular types of students are not motivated to learn, unsuccessful students grade-wise, right, are just not motivated to learn, then we are going to treat them with a pedagogy of compliance. We're going to withhold points on completion, like the homework assignments or classwork, instead of actually assessing and pushing students and coaching students to get to proficiency in the skill, the actual academic skill. I love that she gives concrete examples of what this might look like or be experienced as in the classroom. So I'm going to read some of these for you. Favors orderliness over productive struggle. Yes. Let's see what else. Low tolerance for mistakes. Yeah, we don't talk about how, wow, actually that mistake was really helpful for us to learn. And minimal opportunities to talk to students. As a person who mostly focuses on student-led discussion, this is huge. And so I think about, she talks how the talks often flow through the teacher. And so aside from a quick turn and talk, students are not talking to one another. It is all mediated through the teacher. Even when we do circles and the teacher sits outside of the circle, I will do this in PDs, and the teachers will still look at me as the facilitator, even as adults, because that is the dynamic of the traditional classroom, right? We need more student-to-student conversation. Her book is amazing. Grab it in the link to the description. And one final quick tip for those of you who have read Dr. Isao Inoi's work, which is amazing. He talks about grading for labor, and so like that practice, like we can all labor, that is equitable. I really am always kind of finding tension between that and this idea of grading proficiency in skills. And so one thing I am wondering is if you are to do kind of a labor grade for something like reading 20 minutes every night for homework, for example, which is a common practice many teachers have because the research says that's good. What if the assignment was, yes, read the 20 minutes and in some way reflect? It could be a verbal reflection where you're kind of audio recording on Vocaroo or something. It could be a written reflection. It could be just a one-on-one conference, like hold on to your ideas, jot a couple notes so that you can bring it to the conference and let the teacher know, or reflect with a peer the next day. But I think ideally incorporating feedback somewhere in there, peer or otherwise, having that reflection part is increasing the learning to learn skills and increasing the information processing skills. And so I wonder if that is the piece that's missing from folks who are doing that work and want to do it better or more equitably.